Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be doing a full body yoga practice just to get our bodies moving and our practice going. So to begin, we'll start off in Sukhasana, seated pose, with our legs crossed, hands either on our knees or in our laps, eyes closed, and we just take a full few breaths here just to settle in, focusing on ourselves as we clear our minds and forget about everything else outside of the mat. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, feeling our lungs expand, and then relaxing as we give a nice audible sigh out through the mouth. Going again once more in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then keeping your eyes still closed, you can drop your head, bringing your chin towards your chest and rolling over your head over to the side, getting a nice little juicy stretch going in your right side of your neck. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can stretch out your right hand, bringing your fingertips down to the mat, as well as maybe lifting your left hand up, placing it on your right ear, just to get a nice little deeper stretch going. And then releasing your head, letting your head fall over to the right, bringing right ear over to right shoulder, and then letting it hang. And once more, moving on to the other side, bringing left fingertips to the right, to the left, and right hand over to your left ear, and just letting it rest. We feel a nice little lengthening going in on our right side, left side of our neck. And then you can release, coming back to the center. Then we can move on into a tabletop position. So bringing our both hands down to the mat, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And we're going to go through some wrist warm-ups. So just rolling your entire body over your wrist, going in a nice circular motion, really exaggerating the movements, going in one direction, making your circle as big as you want, before changing over into the other, really feeling a full 360-degree movement going on in your wrists. And finally, you can come meet me back in a neutral position, spine straight. We're going to go through some cat-cows. So taking a deep breath in, we're going to lift our chin up, looking as high as we can, dipping our bellies down. And as we exhale, bring your chin to chest, rounding our backs out. As you push our spine as high as we can go, before repeating the motion, going back and forth. Matching our movements with our breath. As we keep everything nice and controlled. And through one last round. And on your exhale, you can meet me back in a neutral spine. From here, you can maybe get some padding for your knees. We're going to put our weight onto our left knee as we straighten our right leg. And then once we've got it nice and straight, we're going to lift it up, getting our leg in line with our spine. And then putting the weight onto our right hand. We're going to lift our left hand up, reaching as far as we can, making a nice straight line between our left fingertips all the way to our right ankle. As we hold this pose for breath in, and then as we exhale, we're going to reach back with our left hand as we bend our right foot, grabbing it. And then once we've got on hold, we can just kick it as far as we can, raising our right knee as we hold here for a breath. Before releasing and placing both parts of our bodies back down and moving on to the other side. Left foot stretching out and lifting up in line with our spine. And then bringing our right hand up, reaching as far as we can. And then as we exhale, reaching back, grabbing our back foot. And then kicking our foot back, getting a nice stretch in our thighs and our back. And then we can release, coming back in our tabletop. We can straighten both legs, coming into a plank as we hold the chair for a breath, really pushing the earth away. Before exhaling as we lift our hips up and pushing back into our first downward facing dog. You can maybe adjust your down dog, bring your feet a little bit closer, a little bit further, whichever feels most comfortable for your body. As we just adjust, really get into a nice comfortable position, we hold this pose for 3 full breaths. Now, starting with your right foot, kicking it up nice and high. Then we're going to bend our right leg, bringing our right hip over our left hip as we make our right knee the highest point of our body. As we hold here for an inhale, before exhaling, bring our right foot over to our right hand. And from here, in our lizard, we can either keep our back knee straight or you can lower it down to the mat for passive lizard. We just hold here for 2 full breaths. And then we can just heel toe our foot over to the center of the mat, lowering our back knee as we come up, lifting our chest and our hands above, and then cactusing our arms out to the side for low crescent lunge. And we can tuck our back toes in if they're not already. We're going to push our hips back as we straighten our front leg, aiming to bring our chest as close to our front knee as we can. Hands coming either down to the mat or behind us if we have the balance, or half Hanuman, half splits. Then we can bring our front knee bent, bringing our left hand down to the mat, straightening our back leg, as we lift our right hand up, reaching for the sky for an easy twist. And bringing our back knee back down, and we're going to kickstand it out to the side. As we bring our right leg over to the back, we're going to lift our upper bodies up, coming into a variation of a warrior two, before bringing our right hand down, left hand up and over our heads for gate pose. Really focusing on trying to stretch as far back to the right as we feel a lengthening in our left ribs. Coming back up straight. We can cartwheel our hands back down to the mat, taking our left leg back into a high plank. Then as we exhale, we can either keep our legs straight or as a variation, you can bring your knees down. As we chaturanga down, bringing our whole front bodies all the way down to the mat. And then keeping your hands below your shoulders, pushing your upper body up for either a cobra or if you can, lifting your thighs off the mat for an upward facing dog. Before exhaling, tucking your back toes, we lift our hips and push back into our downward facing dog. Great stuff. Left leg going up nice and high. Once more, bending our knee, making our knee at the highest point as we bring our left hip over our right. Holding for an inhale. Before exhaling, bring our left foot outside of the mat, next to our left hand. And keeping our back knee straight or bringing it down to the mat as we hold for our lizard. And then we can heel toe our foot over to the center as we bring our back knee down, lifting our chest and arms up for a low crescent lunge, before cactusing our arms. And maybe if you want, you can do a gentle back bend as you lean slightly back. And then coming back up straight, straightening your front knee as you push your hips back, as you come into our half Hanuman. Then focusing on keeping your spine as nice and straight as you can, leaning forward with your hands either down to the mat or on the blocks, or if you have the balance, with your hands behind your back. Bending your front knee, bringing your right hand down to mat, lifting your back knee, as we raise our right hand, opening our chest out to the left, as we come into our twist. Then we can bring our back knee down, kickstanding it out to the side as we kick our left leg to the front top of the mat, lifting our whole entire bodies up and bringing our left hand down, right hand up and over our head for our gate pose. And coming back up straight, cartwheeling our hands back down, taking back into a plank. As we exhale to lower down for a chaturanga. Inhale for back bend of choice. Before exhaling back into our downward facing dog. From our down dog, we can just start walking our feet towards the top of the mat coming to a forward fold, making sure to keep our feet as close together as we can, and just letting our whole bodies hang its way from side to side. And then taking a breath in, lifting our chest halfway, hands to knees, to focus on keeping a nice straight back before exhaling back down into a forward fold. And then slowly from here, we can just roll up, standing up nice and straight. Bring our palms to our sides as we inhale, lifting our hands above our head. And then as we exhale, we're going to sink our hips back down, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose, bringing hands down to heart center. And then we're going to twist over to the right, focusing on bringing our left elbow towards our right knee as we come into a chair twist. And if you want for a little bit deeper variation, opening your arms out, left hand down, right hand up for a chair twist. Then coming back down to center, straighten your front legs, back into a forward fold. And then we can move on to the other side. Once more, lifting your hands above your head, dropping your knees. As we bring our palms together, down to heart center. And then twisting over to the left, right elbow to right, left knee. And once more, if you can, left hand up, right hand down to ankles. Then bringing palms back, coming to center, straighten your front legs. You can once more slowly rolling back up, one vertebra at a time, chin to chest. As we come into our Tadasana pose, palms facing forward, and then placing your weight onto your left foot. Bend your right leg, placing your right ankle over your left knee. As you make a figure four variation, and then we're just going to gently sink down, bring our hips down into a chair variation, finding a spot in front of us to help with our balance. Straighten back up, right leg down, placing your weight over there. And then we can bring our left ankle to our right knee. And once more, move over to the other side, hands to heart center, or wherever's most comfortable, as we just sink all the way down. And then with your final exhale, just straighten your legs, bring your left foot down. And you can meet me lying on your backs, knees still bent. As we're now going to place our right foot over our left knee, making a nice figure four shape. And then we're going to focus on bringing our left knee as close to our chest as possible, either placing our hands behind our knees or onto our shins. As we just hug our chest in as close as we can. Before releasing, placing our arms down to the sides in T shape. And focusing on bringing our right foot over to the left. Coming to a variation of supine twist, and then twisting and looking over to the right. Twisting our heads back to center, bring our legs back up, and we can move on to the other side. Right foot grounded, left foot onto right knee. We can hug our right foot into our chest, grabbing whichever part of the leg feels most comfortable, holding it for a breath before releasing it and letting it fall over to the right. And if your neck feels comfortable for it, twisting it and looking over to the left. Twisting our head back straight, bringing legs to center, arms at our sides. We can just straighten our legs as we come into the final pose of our practice of Shavasana. Just letting every muscle, bone, and tendon in our body relax, releasing any stress or strain we might be holding on to. As we just free our minds and relax our body. And then bringing your focus back to your breath, feeling your chest rise with every inhale and then falling with the exhale. And you can start introducing some movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, moving your ankles, wrists. And you can raise your hands above your head, bring palms together as you do a full body stretch like we're waking up in the morning. And you can choose to either remain laying on your back, or keeping your eyes closed, or keep a soft gaze. You can meet me in a seated position, either legs crossed or on your shins. As we just take a moment to reflect, noticing how we're feeling, Feeling any differences from the beginning until now. And just giving ourselves a little mental tap on the back for making time for ourselves and looking after ourselves. And then with one last inhale, we can bring our palms together at our center. And then as we exhale, bowing down to close our practice. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you found some benefits, something you can use in your daily lives. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to do. And I hope to see you guys again next time on the yoga mat.